All right, as we enter our, quote, selling season here in San Diego, there's been a lot of conversations I've been having about people concerned with interest rates and kind of on the fence whether they're going to stay on the sidelines and wait and see what happens or get in the marketplace. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. So I'm sure you've heard that rates have shot up a little bit, quite a bit. And that's all due to what's happening in Iran. And these are headlines and conversations that I'm having with buyers that get me thinking. And I remember back in 21, when I'd be talking to a lot of buyers and seeing them see houses, go, man, I wish I would have bought that last year. And then in 22, man, I would have bought that last year. All the way up into 25, man, I would have bought that wish I would have bought that last year. And this is the conversation that I'm starting to hear again.
Gosh, I should have bought this home last year. Gosh, I should have bought this home last year. Gosh, I should have bought this home last year. Gosh, I should have bought this home last year. Gosh, I should have bought this home last year.
Now, as always, I suggest if you're someone that's thinking about buying, talk to a real estate professional and make sure it's the right time within your life to make a purchase. So changes in the marketplace or changes in interest rates can have a psychological effect on whether you're deciding to buy or move forward with your plans or not. So here's what I do know. I've talked to so many people over the years that bought their house 10, 20 years ago and say, Ryan, I think I paid too much for my house at that time. And now 10, 20 years later, they go, I wish I would have bought two of them. Why? Because values continue to go up. If you look back at when we started recording data, yes, there are certain dips in the market, but they always continued to go up in real estate. So remember, there's never been a 10-year cycle where the prices were higher 10 years ago than they are 10 years later. Now, there's a little saying in our industry that you marry the house and you date the rate. And what that means is that when you find the house that you absolutely love, buy it, marry it, and you date the rate. Now, what that means is that if you get a rate that's high right now, and the rate goes down, you can always refinance and get a better rate on the house that you married, but you can never go back in time and get the house for a lower price. So if you're someone that's looking to occupy your home, buy the dream home for your family, that doesn't pop up very often. If it's the perfect home, buy it. Inventory is lower than it was last year, and it's been historically low for many years. But nationally, even nationally, we've had record stats of more sellers than we've had buyers. But what's happening with prices? And with all these stats, the market remains flat or will continue to go up, and it's unbothered by all of this information. So again, as we enter our busy time of year, if you're someone that's looking for your dream home and you see it this year and you choose not to move on it, just remember your dream home does not pop up all the time. And if it does, it will most likely be more expensive next year than it is right now. So as always, whether it's a quote good market or quote bad market, if you're thinking about buying a home, it's gotta make sense within your life and it's gotta make sense financially. This is why I always suggest before you make any moves, talk to a lender, talk to a real estate professional to help make sure you're in a position to do that. So those things have to make sense, number one. Again, this conversation is geared more towards end users, people looking to buy a home that they want to live in, raise their family in, or a home for their family in general. If you're someone that's looking to invest in a property with an exit strategy of having to be out of that property in maybe 2 to 5 years, that would be a different conversation. But for you homeowners that are looking for the perfect home for you and your family, it's not the case. So in summary, as cliche as it sounds, you marry the house, you date the mortgage. So don't wait for the mortgage rates to go down. In fact, let's just talk crazy for a second. Let's just say they go to 2%, which it's not gonna happen, but what if it did? What do you think's gonna happen with prices? And then most people are gonna go, well, there's too much competition, I'm gonna wait. Don't wait. If you find your home, buy it. If rates go down, refinance. You win. If rates go up, guess what? You have a better rate than you can get right now. If prices go up, you just bought a house that you can get cheaper, that you bought cheaper than you could right now. I have conversations with people every day talking them through their situation. So if you're someone that wants to chat, let's do it.